Hey everyone, it's Leslie here. Lovely to see you today. And we are live. So drop me a hashtag live if you're here with me, or a hashtag replay if you're watching later. And let me know where you're tuning in from. I always like to see how far this little community can reach. Now I see we've got one person watching. So drop me a hashtag live there in the chat so I can see who's there. So today our topic is why faceless brands make business growth harder, especially when you're a beginner. So let's be honest, a lot of people try to build a faceless brand, and usually it's because of a few things. They're shy or nervous about showing their face online. They don't want friends or family to know what they're working on. They think if they just post content, the sales will start rolling. Or they believe keeping it faceless makes them look more professional. And you know what? I completely understand that. I get it. I used to think the same way. I was terrified to show up online as someone. My my little profile picture was a picture of a cake that my daughter baked for me for my birthday until someone told me that I'll never connect with people looking like a cake to put my face in there. And it's not easy when you hide behind that screen because people will just focus on the product, and that doesn't work. People are not interested in just the product. They're not interested in the product. They want to know what the product can do for them, what the transformation is for them. And I quickly realized that when you hide behind content, it's much harder for people to connect with you. And without connection, business growth slows down. Now, I get this question a lot, but Leslie, I've seen faceless accounts doing really well. And yes, you're absolutely right, some do. But let's be honest about why they work. Because initially you think, yes, they work without putting a lot of thought into it or realizing what's going on. Because usually they've spent heavily on paid ads to push their content. And they've mastered storytelling and copy so well that people feel like they know them anyway. Or they've built a name somewhere else before going faceless, which makes it so much easier. So yes, it can work, but it's the tougher route when you're a beginner. For most of us starting out, building trust without a face takes much, much longer. And let's be clear, trust is what moves someone from a stranger to a buyer. And that's the journey you want to take people in your audience on. And the reality is, and at one time I was embarrassed to say this, but now, hopefully people can learn from my dreadful mistake. I spent 18 months on Instagram doing reels. I had 2 accounts. And I didn't see commissions rolling in. I did see a $7 sale, but not commissions stacking up. But I did see my main account grow to 2,300 followers. And I think, and that was in 18 months. Well, it was before 18 months, probably in 12 months. I still maintain followers of about that amount even now. But I think in around 6 months, when I started my faceless account, my account grew to around 63 followers. So from my perspective, the writing was on the wall. Faceless wasn't going to work for me. I mean, I was trying desperately to go viral on Instagram. Go viral. I couldn't even stand out on Instagram with 2,300 followers. So here's the thing I always tell my clients. Build a personal brand around you. Why? Well, it's because when people can see who you are, they connect with you on a personal level. They trust you faster, of course, and the time it takes for someone to go from I've never heard of you to I want to hear more gets much shorter. That's how you grow faster in affiliate marketing. People buy from people. They want to feel that human connection. And in a world full of scams and quick fixes, that genuine connection matters more than ever. If you stay faceless, it's not impossible, but it will take a lot longer for people to trust you enough to even look at what you're offering. So yes, it's possible, but for most beginners, it's just the harder road. And whilst this is simple, affiliate marketing is simple, it's not easy. So why make it less easy for yourselves by picking the harder option? And most people don't have the budget, the skills, or the audience size to pull it off. That's why for most of us, showing up as ourselves, even if it's not perfect, is the faster, easier, and more natural path. So if you've been hiding behind faceless posts or quotes or generic content, I want to give you a little challenge. Start showing up as you. Share your story. Share your journey. Share your struggles. Share your wins. And I don't necessarily mean monetary wins. A win could be that you've shown up for the last 3 months and you're still here. That's a win. Because all these things, that's what makes you relatable. Let people see who's behind the brand, and that's what builds trust. And that what moves your business forward faster than any faceless post ever will. So let me know in the comments if you've ever tried going faceless. I'd be interested to know if yours was such a disaster attempt as mine was. Now, a few nights ago, I went live in my workshop from random to recognizable, and the replay is now ready. If you missed the live, you can now catch the full session on a replay. Slow it down, pause, and take in every little bit. In just 60 minutes, I'll walk you through the same simple process that helped me go from posting and hoping to actually getting noticed, building trust, and making sales. Here's what you'll discover inside: how to turn your Facebook profile into something people remember, not just scroll past. The small changes that make your post start real conversations, and how to be seen and trusted without perfect graphics or fancy tech. The visibility mistakes that keep new affiliates invisible and how to fix them fast. These are the exact steps that help me move from feeling overlooked to being recognized, and it can do the same for you. Now, the workshop isn't theory. You walk away with a clear plan you can apply straight away. No waiting, no overthinking. So if you're ready to stop blending in and start standing out before the end of the year, and I think we've only got about 80 days at this point till the end of the year, comment replay below and I'll send you the link to get access. So let me see, who have we got here? Has anybody got any questions about any of this? Parna, hi. Welcome to see you here. Cheryl, lovely to have you here, Cheryl. You're working on it. Yeah, well, we're all works in process. That's what I can honestly say. I work on everything every day. Hi, Vondrik. Lovely to have you here. Now, let me just give it a minute to see if anybody has any questions. Okay, guys, it looks like time to wrap it up. No questions. Thank you so much for giving up your precious time to join me here today. I do really appreciate it. Thursday night again for me. Wow, the weeks are just flying by, and it'll be the weekend just in one more day. So let me just say, have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.